Hey guys, it's Curtis with Fly Fish Food. If you haven't been aware, we actually opened a second store. So now we have a store in Utah and now here in Idaho Falls, Idaho, in the former Jimmy's All Seasons Angler. I would like to share with you 3 things I wish I'd known before we opened this shop.
That's a big brown bro.
All right, today I am headed up to Jimmy's. That is our Idaho Falls location, in case you've been living under a rock. I thought this would be a great time. We've been in Jimmy's now for a year and a half, and as we've, at least I feel, successfully executed that acquisition and transformation, I thought it'd be good for you guys to kind of see behind the scenes and what's involved in getting a new shop. Well, in this case, an old shop, but fly fish foodizing the Jimmy's shop and give you a peek of what it looks like today. So anyway, you are going to tag along with us on this little journey up north to see how things are going up there and to see if you would do anything different. And I'll let you know the stuff that I would have done different. Anyway, come along. All right, we made it to Idaho Falls. So we're gonna do a little company party here, and for the folks that work at this shop, and yeah, then we have a full day tomorrow of shop and getting ready for our big Fishmas event. So stay tuned. Just so you know, I swapped out my dogs for a better traveling companion. This is Heather. You've seen her around the shop. She's going with me. Well, there's the crew. Henry. What's up? What's up, AJ? Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah. I just saw you guys the other day. Well, it is the next morning, and we're headed to the shop. If you've ever wondered what Idaho Falls is like in the winter, it's spectacular. You should come here. There's lots of fishing. Nothing is frozen. It's balmy. Okay, we're going to have you meet the crew. You've met some of them before. AJ.
What's up?
Notice his shirt.
Fishmas today?
Yeah, Zach. Oh yeah. There you go. And Madison's got her shirt on there. Okay, so this is the crew we're rolling with today. I would like to point out that the shop is looking spectacularly sharp today. Look at this. We've got stuff displayed. Anyway, so there you go. Okay, so the number one thing that I would say that we wish we had known is that even though we're only 3 hours apart from our Orem shop, the product selections vary quite a bit from shop to shop. So obviously you have a lot more fishable water here close by. We're kind of Yellowstone country, southwest Montana, southeast Idaho. But as you see, I go through all of these fancy fly tying tidbits. And if you haven't been in here, one thing to note is that we really bumped up the selection of both fly tying as well as flies, which I'll show you in a minute. So we kind of knocked it out of the park on the flies. Roughly 4,000 different ones of those. But the biggest thing is how cool it is to see what, especially with fly tying materials, how much difference there is in what people are tying. So obviously we're going to sell a lot more salmon and steelhead up here, but then some things are very similar. Anyway, that's one thing. I think if we had a way to gauge, well, that's a little louder. If we had some way to gauge prior what the product distribution was with, for instance, carrying certain types or sizes of hooks or dubbing, that would have been helpful. We didn't have that, but that's the number one thing I would say, or the number three thing, because we're going backwards. I'm going to get to number one at the end because you got to hold you in suspense. But that is how different that product mix is, which is cool. That just means we have to adjust what we purchase, but it's kind of an interesting little tidbit. Okay, here's the second thing I wish I had known, or at least had a better idea and understanding of, and that's location. You know what they say in real estate? It's all about location. We are located downtown Idaho Falls. If you've never been in our shop, it's actually a great location. At first, though, I was a little concerned because downtown seemed a little maybe old, but we didn't want to come in here and then all of a sudden have to uproot things and move, so we stuck with it. And guess what? We love the location here. As you can see, we've got some nice, great big windows, so you can see our plethora of flies. And we're right downtown, like I said, literally stone's throw away from the Snake River. So the lesson of that one is we know that this is a great location regardless of the fact that it's downtown. In fact, we like it. A lot of people walking by. So if you are in town, if you're ever flying into Idaho Falls and you're going to come up to Fish Yellowstone or Southwest Montana or Henry's Fork, Henry's Lake, South Fork, you know them all, swing by. We're literally right off the freeway, and we've got everything you'll need. A great selection of flies. In fact, I would say that's one thing here that is super awesome, is that you get to fish some rad flies. So we've got stuff like the stonefly hatches that happen, and you've got every hatch known to man. So it's great. Location is everything. And I wish I'd known how great of a location this was. I didn't even think it was going to be that great of a location, even though it's been here for a long time, and we still like it. So location, location, location. Okay, so we've talked about the first two. Number three is my favorite of the three things I wish I had known. And this is Fishmas. We've got a great turnout tonight. We've got pizza. We're doing drawings and giveaways. Here's my shirt. Oh yes, you match me. Hello. Claus. Ho ho ho. Santa Claus Barnes. No, that's a Santa only beer. Like it's legit.
That's not Santa.
What?
It's definitely not Santa at all.
Okay, well, he called us. You got it, bro. Okay, so you saw Fishmas. Really great event. Lots of people came, which leads us to the number one thing that I wish we had known before we started the second fly shop. And that is how freaking awesome the people are here. We have our customer base in our Utah shop. We obviously have a lot of you guys online, and we love, probably our biggest thing that we love about what we do is the people that we get to meet, the associations and all that good stuff. Here in Idaho, Idaho Falls specifically in this area has a great community of both fly tyers, amazing fly fisher people, and it's just a great sense of community. So with that said, we're here at the shop today, final day in the shop, and we've got Jimmy Gabitas of Jimmy's fame, and he's going to be tying some flies in the demo. We're not going to bug him, so we'll let him get to his tying. And again, we appreciate everybody. If you don't know who we are, what we do, check us out at flyfishfood.com. Come up and visit us in our shop, especially when the spring, summer, fall season gets rolling. It is insanely good up here. Close to Yellowstone Park, Henry's Fork, Henry's Lake, you know. Anyway, check it out, flyfishfood.com.